Good morning. I want to start with a very simple but harsh reality. Every day in Mexico, thousands of students and professionals travel between cities, chasing opportunities. They travel to study, they travel to work, they travel to build their future. But many of them spend an entire night inside of a bus just to get where their dreams are waiting. 8, 10, even 12 hours of travel. Not because they want to, but because they don't have a better alternative. And during those long nights of dark highways, they face real dangers. Accidents caused by fatigue, robberies on isolated roads, the constant fear of not arriving safely home. We have accepted this risk as normal for far too long.
But we decided to ask a different question. Why should a company or a university make their people sacrifice hours of life and put their safety at risk? On the road, just to be able to study or work? Because we believe something very clear. In Mexico, no one should have to sacrifice valuable time and personal safety on a bus to access educational or job opportunities. And that belief is the origin of Viva Work and Study.
Our idea did not start by thinking about airplanes. It started by listening to companies and university. We spoke with HR managers, academic coordinators, students, and workers who travel frequently between cities like Zacatecas, Saltillo, Monterrey, Querétaro, and Mexico. And we discovered something very interesting. The vast majority travel only with essentials. A backpack, a laptop, documents or books, the basics. In other words, they are already ideal passengers for flights. Yet, they still travel by land, not because they prefer the bus, but because air travel has never offered them a solution designed specifically for them. Frequent trips in groups with prepaid prices and simple coordination. Imagine an engineer from a mine in Zacatecas who travels weekly to Mexico City. Today, he loses a full day on the road, arrives tired, with less focus, but worse, he faces real risk every time. Fatigue leading to accidents, the fear of crime highways, the anxiety of leaving family behind without knowing if he will return safely. Now imagine the same trip on a 2.5 hours. No dark roads at night, no fatigue behind the wheel, no uncertainty. The change is not just logistical, it's human. More rest, higher productivity, better professional performance, and above all, safety. Peace of mind, arriving alive and ready. The same happens with students traveling from Saltillo to Querétaro for an academic workshop. Parents worry every time their children board at bus at night. When travel improves, not only performance improves, peace of mind improves, safety improves. And with safety and performance improve, so does the future companies, universities and families.
Today, there is a growing segment that has been underserved. Medium and large companies that move employees for training, meetings, or rotation. And universities that need to move students for workshops, exchanges, or academic events. Organizations are not looking for luxury. They are looking for efficiency, speed, and reliability. But above all, they are looking to recover time for their people and give them safety.
We designed Viva Work and studied under three fundamental principles. First, board package design for organizations. Blocks of 100 prepaid trips with accessible prices and flexibility to assign to employees or students. Second, programs targeted at the right segment. Viva Work for companies with recurrent travel and corporate benefits. Viva Studio for universities with discounts during academic seasons and essential luggage included. Third, total digital simplicity. And this brings us to the tool that makes everything real, easy and safe.
Let me show you how the app we developed works. Viva Work and Studio Express. On the main screen, the user sees a clear message. Travel fast to study or work. Recover your time in a fewer hours. There are two big buttons. I'm a student or I'm a worker. Below
an immediate visual comparison. 2 hours by plane, 10 hours by bus, and you recover 8 hours.
When choosing I'm a worker, they select the route they need, like Zacatecas, Mexico City, or Saltillo, Querétaro. The app shows the total time estimated, price, time saved versus bus, and a patch, ideal for frequent travel. Then the package options appear. Viva Work, 4 round-trip, monthly trips, airport office shuttle, priority access, and Viva Studio. Discounts during the school seasons, essential luggage included, and fast check-in. The user selects confirm the passengers and light luggage. In second, it generates a ready-to-use QR check-in, where everything prepaid in the company's or university book package. The app shows the complete journey: home, office, shuttle airport, express flight and destination, and the total time traveled, 2 hours and 30 minutes. And it ends with a motivating metrics. The time recovered per trip, 8 hours, 72,000 passengers per year, and 576,000 hours recovered. And their final message: more time to learn, work, and live safety. This app is not a luxury. It is a tool that makes flying stop being complicated and become everyday for organizations and sell for everyone.
That is why we propose to start with a pilot program on strategic routes such as Zacatecas, Mexico City, and Saltillo, Guadalajara. Corridors with existing high demand and immediate adoption possible. A pilot... No me por tus dedos.
Ay, perdóname, hermana mía. Bueno, bueno.
That is why we propose to start with a pilot program on strategic routes, such as Zacatecas, Mexico City, and Saltillo, Guadalajara. Corridors with existing high demand and immediate adoption possible. A controlled pilot allows us to validate the model in 6 months with low operational risk.
Because when flying becomes simple for companies and university, it stops feeling like a privilege and it starts feeling like a daily tool for progress and safety. Companies reduce wear and tear on their teams. Universities expand their reach and retain more talent. Talent can move faster between regions without fear. And Mexico becomes a better connected and safer country. This is not just transportation, it is productivity infrastructure, and it is safety.
If this model scales, the impact in the next 10 years can be profound. We can move from a country connected, mainly by long, risky, and road trips, to a country connected by efficient, safe, regional air mobility for those who really move the economy.
Viva has already democratized access to flying in Mexico. Viva Work and Study represents the next step, turning flying into an everyday tool of progress and safety for companies and universities.
Imagine a Mexico where distance no longer limits corporate or academic talent, where a student or working in another city does not mean expectation or fear, where mobility drives your national growth and a peace of mind. The future is possible, and Viva can lead it.
Thank you very much.